Okay, we were just chatting a little bit. You're telling me you're attempting to hike all the way to Maine.
Yes.
You started at Springer or the Approach Trail?
I started at Springer.
When did you start?
April 7th.
Okay. Seems like you're making pretty good time. You're almost a quarter of the way through. If you probably already passed it, I guess.
Right.
What's your trail name?
Wonderbread.
Okay, well, how'd you get that? There's always a story, as I like to say.
I tend to put bread bags over my socks inside my shoes to keep my socks dry when it pours the rain.
Does it work?
It works.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't slide down or anything like that?
They do slide down, and I have to readjust them, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you call home when you're not hiking out here?
Mooresville, North Carolina.
Okay, I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina. Yeah, so... How you feeling this far in?
Good.
You doing all right?
Yeah.
I noticed you got a little brace on your knee there. Are you having a little knee problem?
I was having, and it was swelling a good bit. But,
yeah. You doing okay?
Preventative, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Good. So here comes the big question. I mean, why do you want to hike 2,200 miles? I mean, what's driving you?
I grew up seeing people do it, and I've just always wanted to. I've always loved the idea of doing it, and I love being outside, and I love hiking. So
all right.
Why not?
Why not? Well, I won't hold you any longer.
Okay.
How far are you trying to make it tonight?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe tramping shelter.
Okay. So. Well, Godspeed in your travels. Be safe, and
thank you.
One step at a time, like they say.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Where are you headed?
I forget the name of the shelter. I think it's Lost Mountain.
Yeah.
It's a couple miles up.
But you're attempting Katahdin?
I'm attempting to make it up to Maine.
Okay.
Should be getting there around late September, early October.
When did you leave Springer?
April 26th.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you're cooking pretty good, I think.
Yeah. Took a couple zeros in Damascus. So.
Yeah. Where do you call home when you're not on the trail?
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Alrighty. What's your trail name?
It's Puppy Mill.
Okay, how'd you get that?
I was hiking with the guy in the beginning, and we parted ways, and he was a little sour about it. So
across the bridge.
He got the name Pound Puppy. And then same thing happened again, a very similar situation happened again, and so my trail friends joked that I was producing pound puppies along the way.
Alrighty. I like in this series, this early year, I asked the same questions. How do you get so much time?
I just finished my graduate degree.
Nice.
And so I have that 6-month grace period with my student loans. And
okay.
I wasn't really gainfully employed anyways, and so I figured now's the time to do it.
All right. And what's your favorite trail meal that you concoct yourself? That's something other than a Mountain House bag.
A ramen bomb.
Okay, so, I've heard that one. I don't know if I could do it, but it sounds like it might be full of starch.
You can put anything in it you want, but I just like ramen and then mashed potatoes, maybe some pepperoni.
All right. Final question. Why? Why do you want to hike 2,000 plus miles? I mean, what's driving you? What's behind it?
I think everybody out here has the superficial reason why they want to do it, and then the real reason we want to do it. Superficial reason, I suppose, is I guess it makes me feel alive again. It's an adventure. You get to meet a lot of really great people out here, and the deeper reason is something that I'm out here to answer by myself.
Yeah, okay, that sounds fair. Well, I won't hold you any longer. Godspeed in your travels. Be safe and keep going, one step at a time. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I see you charging up the hill here, and I get in your way, and I talk you into an interview. So tell me your trail name before I forget.
Bearfinder.
Bearfinder. Oh, I got to hear the story. How'd you get that?
Well, my dad gave it to me when I was a kid. He section hiked during my entire childhood. When I was little, we went to Shenandoah doing family day hikes, and I always wanted to be in the front, so I kept bringing all these bears.
Okay.
And then when I started hiking last summer, I wanted a different name, but my first week out, I saw 6 bears, so I had to keep it. And I've embraced it.
So tell me about your trip here. I'm a little confused. You tell me you've only got about 100 miles left and you will have hiked the entire AT in one season.
Yeah, I started end of last June in Pennsylvania going north.
Oh,
I hit Katahdin September 15th. And then I went down to Harper's Ferry and started going south as far as I could. I had to get off trail in November to do my grad school applications. But I worked on Pennsylvania and Maryland over the winter, 'cause I'm from Pennsylvania. And then late April, I started heading north from Springer, and now I have 100 miles left.
okay. So you started in June. Now I understand why you say you're on a tight time schedule, right? Because you want to
I have a week
finish
left.
before June. Yeah. I think you're going to make it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. I won't hold you up anymore. Godspeed in your travels and be safe. Yeah, it's still morning. Good morning, man.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Doing good. How you
So
doing?
you were just telling me you're gonna walk to the Katahdin, huh?
Yeah, I live in Springfield, Maine. I'm Bloodman.
Okay,
So I gotta walk to Mount Katahdin, and then I'm gonna walk 55 miles southeast of my home.
okay. When did you leave Springer?
I left Amicole Falls on the 23rd.
Of
And when I left
April?
of April, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I left Maine on the 22nd, I could see the whole Mount Katahdin covered with snow, just like those clouds over there.
all right. So how'd you get the trail name?
Bloodman, family name.
Family? Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Um, so I got to ask you, man. I mean, what drives you? Why do you want to hike 2,200 miles? I mean, what's behind it?
I want to get home.
You just want to get home? Yeah. Yeah. Well, you don't look like you're having any troubles and anything. You look
No,
well
I'm doing
fit and
good.
everything. Yeah. You mind if I ask you your age?
62.
Excellent, dude. Excellent. Yeah. I wish I was you. If I won the lottery, I'm going to come out here and hike.
Yeah, well, I work construction, so I planned it, so I worked all winter, and I took the summer off.
Good. Well, I won't hold you any longer. You're all ready to go, and Godspeed on your travels. Be safe, and
Happy Memorial Day weekend.
thank you.
God bless you.
Good afternoon, guys. How you doing? Yeah.
Oh, you had taping. I thought you had taping.
No, no. Yeah. This is a video log. Don't worry. You guys are about the 23rd now, I guess. Anyway,
Probably.
so how you doing?
Good.
And you guys are all attempting Katahdin on this trip?
Yep.
Yeah, it is warm today. When'd you start?
April 7th.
April 7th?
Yep.
You guys are together, right?
Yes.
Husband and wife team?
Yep.
That was April 5th.
April 5th, and you guys just kind of same pace and last day or two? Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah. So how you guys get this much time to come out and do this, you know?
Quit our job.
Quit your job? Yeah. All of you quit your job, right?
Yep.
Alrighty.
You gotta leave everything.
Save some money and quit your job.
Save some money and
Do it.
save your job. So,
Although 5 minutes ago I was like, man, I wish I would go to work right now.
You can go where?
I could go back to work right now.
yeah. Oh, even work looks better than day. It is warm.
No, not me.
Yeah. So, like in the couples thing, is like, this is an odd question, but what do you guys pseudo argue about out here?
Nothing actually.
Pace.
Pace? Yeah.
Sometimes.
The other one is most say they argue who's going to go get the water at night, you know, filter the water, give the other person a break.
Whoever's got the most energy is required
Yeah.
to get the
Yeah.
water.
So where are you guys from when you're not out
Originally
here?
from Austria, but we live in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm
Where?
from Atlanta.
Austria?
He's from Austria.
Oh, Austria.
I'm from
Okay.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Live in Pennsylvania.
And you?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. I interviewed a fellow from Austria in March
Oh,
on the
really?
series. Yeah. Okay, so here comes the big one, and I'll let you guys get on your way. Why? Why do you want to hike 2,200 miles? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just adventure, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
Well,
not?
I love hiking, you know.
Right.
yeah.
I got the time.
All right, so what's your trail name?
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas. How'd you get it?
I've got long black hair, and I have mud on my face a lot.
Okay. How about you, fella?
Crash pad.
Okay, let me hear it.
because she fell on me.
No kidding. So you're the crash pad.
Pocahontas
Okay.
fell out of the shelter on me. I broke her fall.
That sounds a little softer than crash test dummy or something falling down the hill. How about you?
I'm 2-pack. I got a second pack at trail days.
Okay. So you moved up to an Osprey, or what is that?
Deuter.
Okay. Godspeed in your travels and good luck, and thank you very much.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Where you headed?
Well, I'm eventually headed to the top of Mount Katahdin in Maine.
Okay, so you're an attempting through hiker.
Yes, sir.
Where'd you start?
Springer Mountain, Georgia on April 18th.
Okay. Hey, you're not doing too bad, man. I mean, this is only 5 weeks, right? 6 weeks in.
6 weeks.
Yeah. You have a trail name yet?
My trail name is Deets.
Deets. How do you spell that? Like the bug spray?
D-E-E-T-S.
Yeah, okay. How'd you get that?
That's what my grandkids call me.
Oh, Deets. Okay. So, how do you get this much time? I think you told me you're retired. So,
I am
and your wife
retired.
kicked you out of the house or something like that?
I retired 2 years ago, so I've been planning this trip for 2 years. And it's just amazing the beauty that's out here that you can only see from the trail.
Yeah. So you've got a sample now. How you feeling this far in?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah. No knee problems. Everything cooperating.
No problems at all. A few blisters.
Yeah. How about your trail meals? I mean, what's your favorite concoction? Something that you actually make, put together, whatever. It's not out of a bag like Mountain House or something.
Ramen noodles with peanut butter and hot sauce.
Okay, I've heard all kind of combinations, but that's the first time I've heard peanut butter and hot sauce in it.
It's the trail version of pad thai noodles.
There you go. All right. I like hot sauce, so it don't sound too bad. Question, man. I mean, why do you want to hike that far? What's motivating you? I mean,
We used to live in Maine, and I've hiked up Katahdin half a dozen times. Each time I come off, I wanted to go do the whole thing, and but I found it to be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I think God's just made a lot of beauty out here, and I just want to see it.
yeah. Good afternoon.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Excellent.
So that's a nice shirt. Where are you hiking to
I'm hiking about 8 miles up the trail to the next shelter.
today? And then your overall goal, you were telling me you're attempting
Go to Maine.
Katahdin?
I hope so.
All right. When did you leave Springer?
April 13th.
All right, good. I think you're making pretty good time. How's everything feeling so far? Have you worked through, soreness and all that stuff?
Yeah, I've had a couple of sicknesses,
Uh-oh.
a couple bouts with
Did you get noro or something?
some kind of noro and some kind of stomach bug.
How long did it knock you down?
6 days total.
Did you have to go off trail, or you just laid in a
Yeah,
hostel? Or
hotel. But I feel like I'm invincible now.
Yeah.
Once you've had the illness, like,
can you get it again? I don't know if you can get it again. I don't know
but
either.
in my mind, I tell myself
Yeah.
I can't get it again.
I've heard that from a lot of people. They've told me it's a bad year for that. What's your trail name?
Eagle.
How'd you get it?
Well, I'm an Eagle Scout,
Okay, excellent.
and I've also been told that I'm very majestic.
Yeah?
And,
So Eagle.
I like freedom.
Yeah, there you go. There's always a story behind it.
Um,
My son's an Eagle Scout, and so is his.
Oh, awesome.
So where do you call home when you're not out here?
Well, I've lived in Houston the last 2 years, but I'm from Fairfax, Virginia.
Okay. And what's your favorite trail meal? I mean, what do you do when you concoct it yourself and you're not eating out of a
One
bag?
thing I've been enjoying is I buy actual normal pasta instead of ramen,
Mhm.
and then a little spaghetti sauce,
Yeah.
little marinara powder that you dump in there with tuna. It's kind of almost feels like you're eating at home.
Okay, good. I've heard all kind of stories. Ramen bombs, ramen noodles, and mashed potatoes in it.
Yep. And one other thing, I just got Trail Magic down the way
Oh.
at the parking lot.
By the road?
By the road.
Think they're still there?
Oh, for sure.
All right.
That's
Is-
part of the trail. Makes you feel really good
Yeah.
that people are out there for you.
So, how do you get this much time?
Quit my job.
Yeah.
Gave away all my furniture. Just saved up my money. Lived like a frugal fool for a while.
Well, that's good.
Now
You have a plan now.
Yep.
It'll take you a long ways. And then why? Why do you want to hike 2,000, nearly 200 miles?
Seemed like it'd be a good adventure, and I thought I'd give it a try. Now that I'm out here, there's no place else I'd rather be. It's such a great experience. It's been awesome. Met a ton of cool people, just like yourself. We're really glad I'm out here.
All right. Well, thanks. I won't keep you any longer. Godspeed.
Alrighty.
And thanks a lot, man. I
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
it.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Have a good time. great. All right. Hello there.
Hi.
Stopping for a lunch break?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just chatting. You were telling me you're attempting Katahdin, huh?
Mhm.
All right. So tell me again, when did you leave Springer?
April 1st.
April 1st. Okay. Tell me your trail name before I forget.
18.
18? Okay,
Yeah.
well, let me guess. You're 18.
Nope, I'm 23 years old.
Okay. So how'd you get 18?
Well, 18 people have, 17 other people in my family have hiked the Appalachian.
Are you kidding me?
And I'm the 18.
Wow.
Yep. I don't even like hiking that
Are you
much,
serious?
to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But if I don't do this, then, Christmas is just going to get more and more awkward. Like, I have aunts that won't talk to me because I don't.
So 17 prior family members. I mean, what are they, like cousins or
Yeah,
what?
just extended family. Like,
How far back does it go? I mean, how old is the oldest person now? would you say?
Well, my grandpa did it, so he kind of started the whole thing. And then
Right.
he had a lot of competitive siblings, and they kind of got on it, and,
I got to
kinda
tell you, that's about
snowballed.
the best how I got my trail name I've heard out of all of these.
It's actually not true.
It's not true.
That's not true.
Well, daggone it, you had me going.
Well, that's kind of my thing. The reason why my trail name's 18 is really stupid, and I'm really tired of telling the story, so every time someone asks, I tell
Well, I'll
them
go
it's
with the
true.
one you just gave me, unless you want to tell me the real one. But
No.
all righty,
I won't do it.
I'll buy that. So, how you feeling this far in? Feeling good,
feeling
pretty
good, yeah.
Had any issues or anything? Any,
Nah, not
bears
really.
or anything like that? Have you even seen a bear?
No, I haven't seen any bears. I saw about 15 wild boar, but that was about it.
Okay. Well, this is the big question, as I always say. What motivates you? I mean, why do you want to hike 2,200 miles?
Just don't have anything else going on.
Yeah?
Really.
How do you-
Yeah.
How do you find this much time? Are you between jobs or college or something?
Yeah, I quit my job to come out here. So.
Okay. And where do you call home?
Ohio.
Okay. So you were just telling me you're going to go down to Massey Gap and meet up with some friends or something and maybe take a 0 day
Yeah.
and eat.
Yeah.
right.
That'll be great.
Well, I want to thank you. Thank you for your time and Godspeed in your travels and be safe.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Morning, guys.
Morning.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Doing
A
great.
little humid.
Yeah, it is. It's like Friday. We came in Friday. It was humid. Where'd you stay last night?
We stayed in a rhododendron patch about a mile south of here.
Okay. I didn't know if you stayed at a shelter or not.
Nope.
So what are you up to? Are you attempting Katahdin?
We are.
Yes, we are.
All right. When'd you leave? Springer?
Yes. I left Springer on April 1st.
I did the approach trail on April 2nd.
Yeah. You guys start out together or you just
Nope.
kind of buddied up here?
Yep.
All right.
Kind of buddied up along the way.
Yeah. That's good. It's always nice to have company.
Yeah.
So what's your trail name?
My name is the Gringo Bandito.
Okay. How'd you get it?
From South Texas. I brought Gringo Bandito hot sauce, and then there's another
Ooh,
long
yeah.
story that goes along with it.
Okay. And how about you?
Mine is socks.
All righty.
And I got that because I wear these palm tree socks every day when I hike.
Yeah. So
So,
they gave you the name Socks.
yes.
All right. Let me see now. Did I get where you guys are from?
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Nice. We're from Wilmington,
Okay.
North Carolina. Yeah. And you?
And I'm from South Texas.
South Texas. So, what's one of your favorite meals that you concoct that's not like a mountain house meal or something like that? I mean, what do you like?
We've been doing mac and cheese with potatoes and real cheese and pepperoni.
Nice.
Some fresh veggies.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
How about you? If you do something out of the ordinary, or
I would say mine would probably be couscous with a little seasoning in it.
Banana bread.
And banana bread. Yeah, we made some banana bread in our hotel in Damascus a
Nice.
couple days ago.
Yeah.
So.
so how do you get this much time, guys? Between college, school, job, what? Just said I want to do it and do it.
Packed up and quit everything and headed out.
All right. Well, here comes the final question. Why? 2,200 miles. I mean, what drives you to do that?
I would say for me it was just to come out here and find myself and figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. And it's hard to get 6 months of straight time to just think about things.
Yeah,
so
you sure have
that
plenty
would
of
be-
time out here, though, don't you?
Yes.
All right. And you?
Life's too short.
There you go.
I learned that lesson a long time ago.
All right, guys, I won't keep you any longer. Thanks for the interview. Godspeed in your travels and be safe.
Thank you.
So, where are you going?
I'm going to Maine right now.
All right.
I
So
mean, I
you-
guess I'm just going north for
Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, you're attempting Maine, but that's the plan, right? When'd you start?
I started April 10th, so it's going
Okay.
a little over a month and a half now.
All righty. So, where do you call home when you're not out here?
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Orlando.
Mickey
Oh man.
Mouse Town.
Yeah, that's about like me. 11 feet of sea level, maybe.
Yeah. Not much. None of these mountain things.
Yeah.
None of that snow stuff either down there. So lots of new stuff, but it's cool. You know.
So, what's your trail name?
Legs, as you can see.
Yeah, all legs.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get it? Just
Well, there's a couple reasons. Obviously, look at these bad boys. I've also don't wear pants. I have long johns if I need them, but I've only used them once, so I'm a shorts guy. These are my long shorts too.
Okay.
So
you're not a Speedo type guy, are you?
I don't do the Speedo, but usually you can see plenty of my name.
Yeah.
If you want,
All right.
You know.
So, how do you find this much time? Are you between jobs or school or what's?
Well, I quit my job and I moved out of my house. I don't know, just before I came out here a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Now I'm happily unemployed and homeless.
Oh, that's great. So, you're enjoying shelters and rain and everything else that comes with it.
Yeah, I love, the mice and shelters are great. Getting poured on in the rain, it's all part of the fun.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah.
So the big question is, I like to say, why? Why do you want to hike 2,200 miles nearly?
Honestly,
What's motivating you?
why not? It's fun. There's nothing stopping me. I don't have any big commitments. This is the time in my life where I can do it, and I enjoy this kind of thing. So why not just do it?
All right. Well, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate your time. And
Thank you.
Be safe and one step after the other.
Right on, right on.
All right. Hello there. Good afternoon.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going good. How about yourself?
No complaints yet.
Yeah? You were just telling me you're attempting to hike to Katahdin.
I am, yes.
All right. When did you leave Springer?
I left April 25th, so just had my 1 month trail anniversary.
Yes, you're making pretty good time.
I'm trying.
How you feeling this far out?
Awesome. This is the best job I've ever had.
Yeah. Do you have any problems, knees or feet initially?
Feet were a little cut up at first. Took a day off, and now I'm feeling pretty healthy.
Yeah, so about 20 miles north of Dickey Gap, you'll have like 1/4 of the AT done, I think. It's somewhere in there.
I think so. At about 480 right now, I think.
All right. Did I ask you your trail name?
It's Luna.
Pardon?
Luna.
Luna?
Like the moon.
Okay, how'd you get it?
I'm stoveless, and I also so I'm eating a lot of Luna bars.
Okay.
And also I tend to hike faster than some
Yeah.
of my group, so they only see me at
You
night.
just don't want to deal with the mills. It's
Yeah.
hot enough out here anyway,
Exactly,
isn't it?
right?
So how do you get this much time?
Quit my job.
That's a common
Did it.
theme,
Yeah,
either
it's a
that or
common
just
theme.
graduated from college or something.
Yeah, so now I'm a professional hiker, I guess.
Yeah. Caught a couple of young ones that just got out of high school
Oh, wow.
that are doing it at 18. So where do you call home when you're not here?
Santa Barbara, California.
Okay, you're a long ways from home.
Yeah.
And fairly low elevation too, right?
Yeah, right.
I know. So why? I mean, why do you want to hike 2,200 miles nearly? I mean, what's driving you? What's the motivating factor here?
I just love being out here. I'm wake up every day with a smile on my face and go to sleep the same way. I could probably do this the rest of my life if I could support myself.
All right. Well, I hope you make it up there. I want to wish you the best of luck. Godspeed in your travels and be safe.
All right. Well, thank you, Stickman.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye.
We'll see.
Morning.
You were just telling me that you're going to go to Katahdin?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? When did you start?
So I started April 20th.
Okay. Hey, you're making...
Okay, 2 days. Day 39.
Yeah, you're making pretty good time. You do the approach trail or...
Yeah, approach trail.
Yeah, yeah. What's your trail name?
Masa.
Masa. Can you spell that for me? M-A...
M-A-S-A.
M-A-S-A. How'd you get that?
Okay, my first name is Masahiro. So everyone called me Masa.
Masahiro.
Masa.
Nihonjin desu ka?
Yeah, I'm Japanese.
Yeah. And you were telling me you're from Los Angeles. Yeah.
But I'm originally from Japan.
Oh, okay. All right. So, how do you have this much time? Do you quit a job or between school maybe or what? How do you find so much time?
So quit a job.
Why? Why do you want to hike 2,200 miles? What's driving you?
It's a difficult question. Okay, so 2 years ago, I'm interested in the PCT, Pacific Crest Trail. Okay, I'm search PCT and I found some Japanese guy's website.
Yes.
Oh, this guy still finished PCT, CDT, and AT.
And AT, so he's a triple crown.
Yeah, and I watched his gear. Oh, very light weight. I think, okay, so through hiking need more than 40 pounds.
I got you.
Stuff, but this guy maybe less than 20.
Nice, nice. Godspeed in your travels. Be safe.
Yeah.
And keep walking, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
All right. You guys were just telling me you're attempting to do Katahdin.
Yes, we are.
And you're a couple.
Yep,
All righty.
from Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. All right. What's your trail names?
My name is Mrs. Mass.
Okay. How'd you get that?
He was talking to somebody on the trail and said he was with his wife, but we weren't together. We were actually at the falls.
She was ahead of me as usual.
And then that person met up and just said, "Are you Mrs. Massachusetts?" And I said, "Yes, I am."
Okay.
That's how it stuck.
There's always a story. And you?
I'm Mickey.
How'd you get Mickey?
My mother gave me that name.
Okay. Well, that works.
Yep.
She calls you to dinner with it and everything else,
That's
right? Okay. So when did you guys leave Springer?
April 6th.
Okay. And I'm taking it you stayed in Damascus last night?
We did. For
Where
2
at?
nights. We zeroed.
Oh, yeah. Where'd you stay?
Woodchuck's Hostel.
Yeah. Everybody
Very
talks
nice
about
man.
it.
I hiked with him years ago when he did his tour.
Excellent. Yeah. So this is a through hike then for you.
It is.
So you've hiked on the AT before.
I have.
But you're going to do the sections over again?
I'm doing it over.
I haven't
Good for
done
you.
it before. This is my first time
Okay.
backpacking.
All right. What's your favorite trail meals that you concoct yourself? You know, something that you make yourself, not like a mountain house or anything like that.
It's not really something that I make myself, but every time I leave town, I pack out a salad. I have a
Okay.
salad in
Yeah.
my backpack right now that I'm going to have
Yeah.
for lunch.
How long does that take you? Just for the next meal?
Just the next meal,
Okay.
yeah.
My other girl is Little Debbie.
Oh, okay.
It's hard
I didn't know you could still buy them. Isn't that the one that they quit selling for a while and then got resurrected? The little Debbie
No, I
cakes?
think that was Hostess.
It was Hostess, yeah.
They were big up north.
Yeah. So, everybody doing okay?
We're doing great.
Yep, no injuries. Few
Okay.
blisters, but they're gone now.
Good.
Calluses. So.
All right, here comes the big question then. I want to know what drives you. What motivates you to hike 2,200 miles nearly?
I think mostly it's the cement in my head.
How about you?
He's been doing it, and he's been asking me to come out. And I
Okay.
said, well, one of us has to work. And then this
Yeah.
year, things kind of worked out a little differently, and I could take some time off. So I said, I'll join you.
All right.
So.
Since you guys started together and you're a couple, I asked
Oh,
this
yeah,
one
we've been
too.
married 40
This is
years.
couple specific, like on the trail.
We're on our honeymoon.
What do you fight about? You know, lightly.
Speed.
Speed. Okay, I
Yeah.
hear that one.
Well, distance or direction. He's a direction guy. No,
I have a direction. She has
I have a destination.
Okay.
So yeah, that's
But we're
that's a
working that
problem.
out. She's learning how to relax.
Yeah. You
Oh
know,
no, that's my job.
Yeah.
That was decided early on. I go and get the water.
he's setting up.
And
And
he,
in the mornings, I get up, get the fire going, get the water boil, and then I wake her.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
doesn't wake me
So
till the
it
hot
works well
chocolate's
for
ready.
us.
All right. Well, I won't keep you guys any longer. Godspeed in your travels. Be
Okay.
safe and
Same to you.
be careful.
You too, Stickman.
Thanks.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah. Let's see if this is going. All right. Hi, guys.
Hello.
So we're just chatting a little bit. You guys are attempting Katahdin, huh?
Yes, we are. We decided to do this about 2 years ago, and now we're actually doing it.
Yeah, and you tell me you got married about 3 years ago and a half or so?
3.5 years ago, we got married. We met in the Marine Corps.
Oh,
and,
cool. Yeah.
So Lejeune, and then we wanted to be a decent ways
Yeah.
from
So,
Marine,
so that's why you know where Wilmington, North Carolina is then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So where'd you guys start? Did you start at Springer or the approach trail?
Springer, and yeah, what mile marker are we at? We know that the shelter we get to today is mile marker 502.3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go about 20 miles past that, roughly, you'll have a quarter of the AT done.
I know, right?
So what's your trail names before I forget?
My trail name is Prim.
Prim?
Mm-hmm.
Scout.
Scout? Okay,
Scout.
Prim, how'd you get it?
Well, it was basically because I'm really good at identifying flowers, and so they just call me Prim from Primrose.
Okay.
Not from the Hunger Games, but.
And Scout?
Well, originally it was because I would go ahead at the end of the day, and if it was getting dark, I'd have everything set up for her when she got there. And also it's because I've become pretty good at identifying things. Right before Hampton, we found a pretty good sized morel mushroom.
Wow.
We were able to cook that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that stuff, man. I would kill myself because I don't know what they are if I can't buy them in the grocery store.
Yeah.
So, did you already tell me where you're from?
Oh no, I'm from Iowa.
Okay.
Grew up in Waterloo, but my parents moved to New Hartford, Iowa, and
yeah,
how about
Arkansas originally.
Arkansas, yeah. So, what's your favorite trail meals that you guys make? You know, something other than like Mountain House or something.
It might be a little early to tell. We just got like, if you've seen those pre-made pace and Prego meals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah, they're new. We're gonna try them tonight, and rice.
Yeah, we get to treat ourselves. You can't hardly find those little tuna type packages of chicken.
Yeah.
We managed to find those back in Damascus, so we're gonna treat ourselves.
We overstocked on those. But we've been eating ramen and tuna, and now we're really tired of
So
it.
you were telling me you met in the Marine Corps.
Yes, we did.
And how long have you guys been out?
Yeah, December 18th was when I got out.
And I got out in November 1st.
Okay.
So we figured this would be a good caveat in the civilian world. And
yeah, that's usually my next question is how do you have this much time? So you're kind of like between jobs, I guess, right now.
you could call it that. I
Yeah.
mean, we figure since our knees are still good and everything else isn't hurting just yet, we might as well take advantage.
I was going to ask you, I mean, are you feeling good at this point? I mean, you got your legs by now? Or
We feeling good. We just had to buy new shoes. Mine were broken in pretty good before we hit the trail, but new ones, they're always a little bit harder on you breaking them in, especially when you're doing it in this type of terrain.
Yeah.
So.
And like I'm fond of saying, here comes the big question. I mean, why do you want to hike 2,200 miles nearly? I mean, what's driving you? What's the motivating factor?
Oh, for us, I guess it was that seeing the world through the lens we were looking at, you know, through the Marine Corps lens, you kind of get a bad taste in your mouth, and I figure we can reset things out here, cleanse the palate, for lack of a better
Not
term.
only that, but we just want to do stuff that a lot of people haven't done as a couple. So, you know, this will be on our list of stuff that we've done
I've had quite a few couples actually. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I always like to tease. I mean, what do you have to fight about? Anything?
Oh, I mean,
the last argument we had was about who was going to purify water. I mean,
That's what I was going to say. I always say the only thing I know, and they all say that, who goes to get the water at night?
Yeah.
Because you're tired. Nobody wants to walk sometimes a quarter mile down a hillside to find it.
I'd say the only thing is like, and it's not even really a fight, it's just one of those things that wears on you, is being that close to each other in the tent every night. And then when we go to check into a hotel every few days, or when we get the chance.
You get separate rooms?
No, we get separate beds.
Yeah, because they'll ask us, they'll be like, so you guys want one bed, right? And we're like, nope, two. And then they just look at us.
Yeah,
like,
just look at you.
Oh, what did he do wrong?
So, like I said, just around the corner down there by the road, there's 2 styrofoam coolers full of trail magic.
Oh, man.
There's some nice cold drinks there, and there's some deli-looking sandwiches from a store, you know, in sealed plastic, you know, and some applesauce-sized little containers of pickles and stuff like that.
Wow,
So
that's like a definite treat.
yeah. So Godspeed, guys, in your travel. Be safe, and thanks a lot for the interview.
Oh, thank you.
All righty. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I see you charging down this hill and not getting your way. So you're saying that you're attempting Katahdin?
Yep.
All right. Did you leave Springer? Or?
I did the approach trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you leave?
April 16th.
Okay. Oh, April 16th. Yeah, you're making pretty good time. Where do you call home when you're not on the trail?
Originally I'm from Rhode Island, but for past 6 years I've been 4 years in Hawaii and the last 2 years in Panama.
Okay. So what brings you out here, man? Why do you want to hike 2,200 miles?
Yeah, well, I've always wanted to do it since like I first heard about it when I was 14. But then I really wanted to do it when I was like young, just because I thought like it would have a big impact. But then, so I graduated college, but then I got a job in Panama, so I've been working out there for the past 2 years.
Okay, so now you're back in the States and you decided to take this opportunity?
Yep, and
Excellent.
I left my job in Panama, and I was living like off the grid in the jungle there. So this is like a good, transition back, and it was perfect timing because like I left my job right at the time I can do it.
Good. Do it while you're younger.
Yeah.
Definitely do it while you're younger and get it over with. What's your trail name?
Tarzan.
Tarzan. So Tarzan, how'd you get it?
Well, at first people were calling me Panama, like Panama Jake, like Panama Jack. But then I had to go into the whole story about how I was living in the jungle and stuff. So then someone was like, "Oh, Tarzan." Plus, I have really long hair, so.
Yeah. You do? You got it tucked up. I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I have it down, and it's like Tarzan.
All right. So where are you trying to make it tonight?
It's a partnership.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that's at. We got on at Dickey Gap up here, and we're going on this section down to Damascus. Well, I won't hold you any longer, man. I want to wish you Godspeed in your travels. Be safe, and it's one step at a time, as they say. So be safe. Hey guys.
Hey.
Yeah. Here it is. It is still morning, right? It's like 11:24.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
Getting there.
So you're just telling me you guys left Springer?
Yep.
When'd you leave?
We left Springer on the 24th of March. We
Okay.
did the approach trail on the, well, we did the approach on the 23rd, and then we left Springer on the 24th.
Okay. And where do you call home when you're not out here?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Oh man, I tell you. How about you? Both of you?
Yep, Masa.
You guys together, or did you just kind of hook up and on the trail and to hike together?
We were together for about a year before we decided to take this on.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a crazy question, but I always ask it. You think you'll still be together if you make Katahdin?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
We've had our ups and downs,
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm just
Along
being
with
funny.
Ups and downs, but
Yeah, I always kid
it
the
always
couples.
turns into laughter.
Yeah, I always kid
I
the
mean,
couples.
What more can you do out here?
Yeah, the only thing to fight about is we go get the water at night,
Right, or
That's
get the
about
food
it.
bags in the morning.
Yeah, so what brings you out here? I mean, why do you want to hike 2,200 miles, roughly?
I had plans of doing it a few years ago, and I had a buddy that ended up getting sick, and things just didn't work out. Life kind of happened, and the universe just kind of worked it out for me to do it again now.
Yeah. And
we met about a year ago, and
well, we met about 4 years ago.
We were together about a year ago, and we started talking about the possibility of long distance hiking.
I guess I've always I had an urge to do something, to do backpacking somewhere. I just wanted to get away from home, and I wanted to get a backpack full of whatever I needed and just go for a while, and I had no plans.
Good.
Because I really didn't know about this trail until he started talking about it. And I figured, well, if I'm going to just backpack around, I should probably have a destination.
Yeah.
So it just fell into place as soon as I heard about this. Like,
Great.
I just went trail crazy and did all the research I could do. And, honestly, every day, I was doing some sort of research on this trail and was getting ready because we were preparing for, 8 months.
So, how did you get the time? Are you between jobs or college maybe or something? Or you just made time?
We both worked at a grocery store where we're from.
IGA, Quality Foods.
And
I managed there, and I was working there for 5 years. And
so it's a pretty family-oriented place, and they we quit our jobs definitely, but they have them waiting for us when we come back.
Nice.
Hopefully.
Yeah. You guys need to keep hiking. It's a long ways, but don't give up because you don't get a whole lot of chances to do this.
Well, that's just it.
Do it when you're younger.
No kids. We don't have school going on right now.
Perfect time.
Kids you can have. But honestly, it's been tough at times. But we keep saying we took a Greyhound bus down here. It took about 25 hours to get to Atlanta.
and it's still been the most uncomfortable part of the trip.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
That's
everybody
great.
we meet out here has been super nice. Everybody's
Yeah.
friendly. It's really
Yeah.
hard to meet an angry person
Yeah.
out on the trail.
And it's really hard to stay angry out on the trail. Like, you can have your bad days and your bad moments where you're just not in the right place, but I mean, a couple hours up the trail, like, you're going to be smiling and laughing again.
All right.
So.
Have you had a lot of trail magic along the way? A lot of nice stuff?
Yeah, and there's been a few days that you know, we had plans of doing 15 miles and
do 6
yeah,
because
did
we
6
sit at
or
the
7.
Trail Magic for like
Yeah.
2.5
Slow
hours.
you up, huh?
Free beer and cooking us hamburgers and hot dogs.
Yeah,
And
almost everything. I mean, we haven't had any probably in the last 2 weeks, really.
Yeah, the
But-
bubbles kind of moved through now, so.
Yeah, I'm 2-step.
2-step, and you?
Cheesus.
Cheez-Its?
Cheesus.
Jesus, because when he puts his hair down, he looks like Jesus.
Oh,
And he's from
Jesus.
Wisconsin, so
Okay.
it's Jesus.
All right, so how'd you get your trail name?
I got it like probably about a weekend in Hiawassee. We were walking with a group of friends basically to Hiawassee, and I guess they noticed that while I was walking along, I take short steps, and it was almost like a 2-to-1 ratio to his. So they just started calling me 2-step.
Okay, 2-step.
And it stuck.
And you? Again, what's behind it?
Like she kind of said, it started out with cheese, and there's been different variations of it. There's Dr. Cheese it was at one point, and then it just became Cheesus. So that's what I've been known as. Just, I let my hair down, and it, just like every other hiker on the trail,
Yeah.
long hair and a
But you
beard.
got the name.
We said it one day, and it just was
Now
hilarious.
it's-
And then we
yeah,
just
now it's
stuck.
there.
Yeah, there's always a story behind it, and I like to say they're always interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so where are you headed, man?
I'm headed to Katahdin.
Okay, where'd you leave? Springer or approach?
I did the approach trail, yeah.
Okay, when'd you leave?
I began on April 20th.
Okay, you're trucking.
Doing all right.
Yeah, you're doing all right. How you feeling?
I feel great. It's I've been really lucky. I've had one little blister on my right ankle, and really that was around Fontana, and that took care of itself, and I've been pretty much fine.
Yeah. What's your trail name before I forget to ask you?
I'm Whitecap.
How'd you get that?
Well, it's strapped to the back of my pack here, but
Okay,
I have a white
yeah.
hat, and they started referring to my white hat bobbing up and down the trail. So I became White Hat, and then that kind of morphed into White Cap. So.
Okay. Where do you call home when you're not out here?
Pittsburgh, PA.
Okay, so does the trail run by your
No.
town? Any? Yeah. Let me see. What else should I ask you? I like to know what people are eating. You know, like if you're not doing like Mountain House or something, you concoct something. What's your favorite meal?
You know what? It's kind of funny. First of all, yeah, I went through the phase in the beginning with the first few days where my appetite totally left me, and everything
Yeah.
I brought from home was terrible. And I'm going back to stuff that I ate in college that I never thought I would eat again. So I'm actually big into the ramen noodles.
Yeah.
But what I do is I like to throw in a pack of that Tyson chicken and then a couple of strips of the pre-cooked bacon. And that really,
That amps it up. Yeah.
the bacon makes everything.
I've heard of a ramen bomb with some of the younger ones. They 2 packs of ramen and those Idahoan potatoes in the juice.
Huh.
It sounds like cement to me.
That does. I haven't run into that yet.
So how do you get this much time to come out and hike?
That is a long story that you don't have time
Okay.
for. But I am lucky that, I'll make it short. So I've been living with my grandmother for basically the last 6 years of her life, and she passed in July 2014.
Yeah.
And after that, all of a sudden, I had all the time in the world. So I began day hiking last summer, and I liked it, and here I
There
am
you
now.
are. Yeah. It's a big challenge, man.
It is.
So other than what you just told me, though, why? I mean, why 2,200 miles nearly?
Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of little answers to that. Another part of my story is, 6 years ago, I weighed 310 pounds.
You kidding?
No.
Yeah,
I wanted to-
congratulations.
Thanks. I'm testing myself physically. And I don't know, I like the outdoors, and now that I can actually be active while I'm outdoors instead of just car camping,
Yeah.
why not? And I'm having a
All right.
blast. So,
Well, you look good. You look strong.
thanks,
So
man. I feel good today.
I won't keep you any longer. Godspeed in your travels and be safe. And thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
Good afternoon. How you doing, Stickman?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain today.
So you were just telling me that you're attempting Katahdin.
Yes, sir. This is my first attempt at a through hike, and we'll see how far I can go this year.
Okay. Well, did you leave Springer?
Yeah, I started at Springer Mountain and just left Damascus today.
Yeah, when did you start roughly?
April 7th.
Okay. Had any issues yet? Have you muscled through all the aches and pains so far? Are you still working on
I
them?
lost 2 toenails.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a little bit of aches and pains. My pack failed on me at one point, but aside from that, it's been pretty good.
Did you have to get any new shoes, or you're still wearing the same
This
ones?
is actually my 3rd pair of shoes. I've had to switch out twice to get a pair that worked for me.
All right. And you were saying you just spent the night in Damascus?
Yes, sir, we did.
Or
We
just-
stayed at Woodchuck's Hostel.
Yeah, that's where we're hoping to get a shower today before we head back to Wilmington, North Carolina.
No, it's a beautiful hostel.
Tell me, how do you get this much time out here? Are you between schools, job, or what?
Well, I actually quit my job and graduated a couple years ago, quit my job, and I'm using the money that I saved up to do this through hike.
Okay. Tell me about one of your favorite trail foods that you concoct yourself. You know, it's not like a mountain house thing or
That's
something.
a good one. That's easy. I take hot Jello mix with
Hot Jello mix. Okay, this is different.
Like a half a packet of Jello mix with some emergency, and I mix that up, kind of like a hot tea, and it's sweet, delicious, and I guess it keeps you like full late at night, keeps you warm.
So it's kind of more like a drink then, right?
Yeah, more like a drink mix than a meal.
All right.
But yeah.
Have you seen any bears?
No, I've been lucky. I've missed every bear sighting my friends and I have seen, or friends that I've heard of. They've all seen the bear and I've missed it somehow.
Okay.
So I've seen just about everything else but bears.
All right, here's the final question. Why? Why do you want to hike 2,200 miles?
It's a very long question. A very long answer. I guess the short version is that I've wanted to do something like this for a long time, and I started to feel like I was waking up every day, going to work, coming home, paying bills. It was just like the monotony of that was starting to get to me, and I had never really done anything exciting and adventurous like this. I grew up reading books like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and I've always craved that type of adventure, so
All right.
I guess that's why I'm here.
Okay. Well, listen, I won't hold you up any longer. Godspeed in your travels and be safe.
Thank you, sir. It's my
All right.
pleasure.
Okay, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So you were just telling me that you're attempting Katahdin, so I want to hear the story. When did you leave Springer?
April 16th.
Okay, well, you're doing pretty good. How you feeling this far in?
I feel really good. My feet hurt, but that's about it. Everything else is golden.
Good. No knee problems. That's good.
Nope.
What's your trail name?
Rabbit.
Okay, let me hear how you got that.
A couple of section hikers actually saw me one morning from their campsite trail running, and when I trail run, I hopped down the trail, and they saw me in camp later that day and said, "You were hopping down the trail like a rabbit."
Okay.
And I have 2 bunnies at home, so it worked out. So now I'm Rabbit.
There you go. Speaking of home, where do you call home when you're not out here?
New York City.
New York. Wow, like the city.
Yes, I live in
Okay,
Manhattan.
I gotta say, I don't think I've interviewed anybody from New York City. All right.
I've not met anyone else from there so far.
Tell me why? Why do you want to hike 2,200 miles or so? You know, a little less. I mean, what's driving you? What's the motivation?
A few things as always. My main motivation is right whenever I graduated from college, I got a job and I met a woman who had a picture on her desk, and I was like, eventually I asked her one day, like, what is this picture? And it was her at Katahdin, and she told me all about the AT and what a wonderful part of her life that it was, and she was always so proud of it. And then shortly after, she passed away really unexpectedly.
Wow. Did she actually hike it, or just section hiking, or Katahdin, or?
She through hiked.
All right, that's a good story.
Yeah.
So that kind of piqued your interest there, and all right. So how do you get this much time? I mean, you were saying, you know, the job and things. I mean, seeing the picture there, but how do you get enough time to do this?
You quit your job.
You quit your job?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I quit my job and just decided this was something, I mean, what's 6 months in the grand scheme of an entire life?
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's just 6 months.
Do it while you can. Do it while you're young. Okay, well, I won't hold you up any longer. I want to wish you Godspeed in your travels. Be safe, and thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good.
Good. We're just chatting a little bit. You were telling me you're headed to Katahdin, attempting the through hike. When'd you start?
I started April 11th.
Okay.
So
Down at Springer or the Approach Trail?
Springer. Oh, you're going up?
All right. Where do you call home when you're not out here?
Well, I'm from Michigan originally. Moved to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Just before coming out here, and then came out here.
There you go. What's your trail name?
Salamander.
Salamander. Okay. Tell me the story behind that.
So have you met Spam or Sniper?
No, I think I must have passed them, but somebody else asked me that. I interviewed just a little bit ago. Are you with Luna? Are you kind of?
No, I haven't met Luna.
Yeah, she's just an hour ahead of you.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, one of the very first days we were in a stream, like getting water, and somebody pulled a salamander out, and I got all excited because I get excited when you find things.
Yeah.
And then we were staying at the Blood Mountain cabins, and my whole cabin, like I brought them out, and we were looking for salamanders in the creek.
There you go.
Behind the cabin, and Spam and Sniper came out of their cabin, and they were like, you don't have to filter the water, right? And I was like, yeah, we're looking for salamanders. So it kind of.
There you go.
Stuck,
There's always a story behind it, and I found most of them some of them are crazy, and most of them are fitting. How do you get this much time to come out and hike this distance?
Yeah. So I graduated college last May, and my fiance found a job in Wisconsin in December. He graduated, so we moved to Wisconsin, and then I started playing this hike because I had graduated, quit my job, and
there you go.
Moved with him, so I had time. And
so he's not out here with you?
No, he's not, unfortunately. But
yeah, right. So what's your favorite trail meal that you make that's not something like Mountain House or something? I want to hear it.
There was this one day where my friend Eminem and I hiked in a couple avocados, and she had tortillas, and I had the Mexican rice, and some hot sauce packed in.
That sounds
and
good.
I don't even remember what else we had, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, those little perks are really nice, aren't they? So why do you want to hike 2,200 miles nearly? I mean, what's motivating you?
Really, I want to see if I can. I just wanted to see if I could.
Yeah,
and
I hear that a lot.
Had the time to do it, and it's one of those things that I don't know, you hear about, and I love hiking. I love being outside, so.
There you go. Well, I won't hold you much longer. Godspeed in your travels, and be safe.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Sleep well last night?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you were just saying that Katahdin bound?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you leave?
Amicalola Falls in Georgia.
Yeah.
April 12th.
You just did, that's the approach trail, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, one of the best parts of the hike so
yeah,
far.
yeah.
Definitely my favorite part.
When'd you leave? What day?
On the 12th of April.
12th of April, okay,
Yeah.
good.
So we've been enjoying ourselves.
Excellent. What's your trail name?
Sidewinder.
Sidewinder. Tell me how you got it.
Well, I got a lot of gas when I started hiking out here because I had a generally fruits and vegetable based diet and switched to a lot of processed foods. So every time I'd be hiking in front of this guy, I'd stick my poles in and
there you go.
far out to the side so we wouldn't have to walk through it. Cause
like I say, some of them are dumb, but they all are, make fun. How about you?
I'm Gasket, not for any cool reason, but most hikers have the Sawyer squeeze water filter and the gasket falls out.
Okay.
Gets stuck in the bottom of your bottle, and one night I was really cold and I decided to pee in one of my bottles, and my gasket happened to be at the bottom of that bottle. So
how about the Mohawk? You didn't run into that trail angel that gives Mohawks, did you?
I think
I don't know if you heard about him.
Yeah, at Trail Days I did, and I did have the AT stamped on the side of my head, but
yeah,
shaved that off. But yeah.
Back in March, there's a fella. He waits by the trail and he takes hikers home. Apparently, it's a thing with him. He's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I think he's like half Navajo or
yeah,
something.
that's definitely him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I had to turn him down. He offered me all the wings at Hooters, but I already took him some time off. So.
All right, guys, how you get this much time though?
Quit our jobs and save money to do it.
There you go.
Definitely. So we're trying to be the last ones to make it.
Did you guys start out together, or?
Yeah,
okay.
We did. Yeah.
We quit the same exact job, so.
But we just got back together.
Double whammy, huh? At the company. Well, here's the big question. I mean, why? Why do you want to hike 2,200 something miles nearly? I mean, what's driving you? What's behind it?
I don't know. I don't think there's a real simple answer for that, but can't even say for the solitude anymore.
Oh,
I really enjoy
it's a
all the
madhouse
people
out
around,
here.
but I don't know. Just enjoy walking and having the time to think. I guess this is the real life, you know. We will be going back to the fake life soon enough.
How about you?
And for me, the short answer is just peace and just general spiritual growth. You know, I just asked myself what I wanted to do with my time because I wanted to have a career change, and the only thing I came up with was hike. So I hiked.
Right. Yeah. Well, I won't stand in your way any longer. Godspeed in your travels. Be safe. Thanks a lot. Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Not too bad.
Where you headed, man?
I was headed to Katahdin.
Okay. Where'd you launch from? Springer?
I actually started at Amicola
Okay.
State Park.
The approach trail?
Yep.
Yeah. When'd you start?
April 19th.
Okay. Yeah, you're trucking pretty good, I think.
About a little over a month to get here. So.
Yeah. What are you in now? What is it? About almost 500 or so?
Just over 500.
Over
I passed
500?
500 yesterday.
All right. Great. Where do you call home when you're not here?
I'm from West Virginia.
Okay.
Morgantown area.
All right.
So just south of Pittsburgh.
All right. So it's not too far from here, is it?
No,
Yeah.
getting closer.
What's your trail name?
Trail name is Tandy.
Tandy?
Tandy, yep.
Tandy?
Yes.
How'd you get that?
It's a TV show character, and some friends of mine said I should go with it. The guy's pretty much a goofball. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I say, there's always a story behind it. Some of them are goofy, other ones, you know, but there's always a story.
Yep.
How you feeling so far, this far in? Feeling good?
Pretty good so far. I had a little bit of an issue with my Achilles tendons, but
Yeah.
just stretching them.
Are they getting better?
Yeah, they're getting better.
Yeah.
So just kind of take it easy for a little while.
Did you make trail days last week or so?
No, I
You
didn't
just
go to
missed
trail
it?
days.
Yeah. It's a real zoo out here.
Yeah, that's what I met a couple people that came back early. It's just too much for them.
Yeah. So what motivates you? Why do you want to walk some 2,000 plus miles all the way to Maine from Georgia? I mean, what's behind it, man? What's driving you?
Well, it's something I've always wanted to do since I was, I don't know, maybe in junior high. My mom had a Reader's Digest book about the Appalachian Trail, and I used to flip through it and
There you go.
Flip through the Campmore catalog and see what kind of gear I would need. So it's just something I've always dreamed about doing, and finally had enough money saved up to do it. So.
What are you carrying there? What kind of backpack you got on?
I have a Gregory Baltoro. It's a pack that I had. It's a little heavy, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to buy a new pack, so I just...
And you got a hammock or a tent?
Tent.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, I want to wish you luck. Godspeed in your travels. And